the road here from me, there's an old holly tree where you lay down $1 or two. Go on around the bend, come back again, there's a jug full of that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. Now Mr. Roosevelt told him just how he felt when he heard that the dry log gone through. If your liquor's too red, it'll swell up your head. You better stick to that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll hush up my mug if you'll fill up my jug with that good old Mountain Dew. The preacher rode by with his head hoisted high, said his wife had been down with the flu. He thought that I ought to sell him a quart of my good old Mountain Dew.
Good afternoon. It's certainly a pleasure to look out and see all your smiling faces. And I know what a joy it is for you, like it is for me, to be here today to honor one of our leading citizens. We've got to put him way up there at the top. I saw a fellow the other day. He said, I saw where Bob Black's getting this prestigious award. I said, yeah, that's right. He said, well, I thought he got that years ago. And I said, he should have. It was an oversight on somebody's part, and for all the people that have helped get this, you did a good job. There's no doubt about that. We're happy to see every one of you here today. And I have a list of the family, but I scribbled it down like I always do, and if I get it wrong, you say, yeah, we need to get somebody else to read those names. First, we'd like to recognize in the family, wife Carol and her daughter Kristen.
All the way from Boston.
That makes it doubly good, all the way from Boston. That is good. Well, and then sons, Bob's sons, Mike and Mike. Scott, his wife Kristen. I told you I'd get it messed up. Alma?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and with Alma, Laura? Okay, that's better. And Matt? Matt's wife is Patty, and his son is Bobby? Good. And I've got one more here. Granddaughter Kendall. Okay, Kendall. Glad we didn't miss you. And his sister, whom we have known a long time. She is famous, but not quite as famous as Bob, but it's close. And her daughter, Allison. Looks a lot like her mother, doesn't she? Okay, thank you. Now, have I missed any of the family that I was supposed to call out? If I have, I apologize. At this time, I want to recognize our elected officials from town and county. If you're an elected official, please stand. I'm not going to call any names, but we certainly want to recognize you and thank you for the job that you're doing here in Allegheny County. It's a fine group. I served with them a long time, and I'll repeat that. That's a fine group. All right. And for everyone that's sitting out in the audience, we appreciate you being here. I know Bob appreciates it and all his family. It's quite an honor what he's getting here today. And I don't know whether Richard's going to adhere to this, but as far as I know,
I do what you tell me.
Bob will be the 8th one in Allegheny County to ever receive this award. Am I right on that? And for a great and good man, we need to get a great and good man to introduce him. Our own special Superior Court Judge, Richard Doughton. I bet there's not a soul in here that doesn't know Richard Doughton. But if you don't, this fine-looking fella in the blue suit is the one. Richard has held court in all 100 counties in North Carolina. How many judges have ever done that to your knowledge, Richard?
I think 7
7.
in the history of the state.
Well, we're very proud of Richard and what he's done for Allegheny County and all the fine things he's done. And it's my great honor to present Richard as our speaker today. And Richard, we'll turn it over to you.
I thoroughly enjoyed being town attorney under John because he started the meetings on time, and if you didn't quit on time, he stopped you. It's my great honor to participate in this ceremony, to celebrate this grand occasion honoring Bob Black. Now, it's entirely appropriate that we honor Bob here in a building bearing his father, Emerson Black's name. Emerson Black was a great, respected citizen of this county. He graduated from NC State in 1926 and came back to his home county, where he began his career as a teacher at Piney Creek High School, my alma mater. Emerson later became the Allegheny County Extension Agent and was serving in that capacity when I was growing up here. He retired in 1962. He did many great things for this county. He formed a group of citizens led by him to go to Washington, D.C. to obtain approval for our rural county getting electricity through a rural electric co-op. That led to the growth of the dairy industry in our county, and Allegheny County becoming one of the largest dairy producing counties in our state. He was instrumental in the development of the lamb pool, wool pool, 4-H sheep shearing contest, and outstanding livestock production. His leadership in pasture improvement allowed our farmers to grow more beef. Now, when I was a boy growing up here, he mentored me. I don't know why, but he took a liking to me and used to come to all my high school events. When he found out I was playing basketball, he bought me the first pair of basketball shoes I ever had. And when I was in high school, my teacher was English teacher. We always had a senior play, and I played Deacon Dubs in a play called Deacon Dubs, and sometime before 1926, he was Deacon Dubs in that same play then. I mean, he made sure he was at that play, and he was just such a wonderful man. When I can't tell you how great a man I thought he was. He encouraged me to get an education. He, I believe, never has been given the recognition he deserved. He truly was known as Mr. Agriculture by all the Allegheny farmers of his time. Bob also is one who has not sought recognition for all he has done for our county and state. He really deserves that recognition, but he's gone out of his way to avoid it. As an example of the work he's done here, and I'm just giving you an example, he played an instrumental role in the establishment of the Allegheny County Chamber of Commerce in 1983 and served on the founding board of directors. He served on the board of directors of Elk Shoals Methodist Camp in Glendale Springs and directed the construction of the camp's chapel. He helped secure land for the Allegheny County Fairgrounds from the family of Supreme Court Justice Carlisle Higgins, here where we sit today. He contributed and helped raise funds on several occasions to help improve the offerings and facilities of Allegheny Memorial Hospital. He served on the Allegheny County Educational Foundation. He was also a leader in helping establish the cyber campus, the distant learning classroom at Allegheny High School, a joint venture between Allegheny County Schools and the North Carolina School of Science and Math in Durham. He actively was engaged in the recruitment of new industry and jobs to Allegheny County, including Bristol Compressors in 1993, Magnolia Manufacturing in 1998, and the construction of the new Lowe's hardware store in Sparta in the 1990s. He invested alongside other local investors to build the town of Sparta's only motel, the Allegheny Inn, and similarly to secure the future of the Allegheny News. Bob, after graduating from NC State, served in the U.S. Army from 1952 to 1955, earning the rank of first lieutenant. Upon leaving the service, he joined Lowe's Companies and at one time was responsible for purchasing all the inventory sold by Lowe's Companies. After 20 years in the management of Lowe's, he retired and returned to his beloved Allegheny County community of Piney Creek. Bob is a distinguished alumnus of NC State. He is former president and director of the North Carolina State Alumni Association. He has established many scholarships, both for Allegheny County students and NC State students. He received a Meritorious Alumnus Award as well as the Watauga Medal from NC State. Bob is a descendant of one of the founding families of Mount Zion Methodist Church, where he has served as Sunday school teacher and has been a generous benefactor of said church. Now, I could go on and on about the many good deeds and personal accomplishments of Bob Black, but suffice it to say, he has been a leading citizen in every conceivable way one can imagine for Allegheny County and North Carolina. We're here today to honor Bob by presenting him with the award of the Longleaf Pine, the highest civilian award any citizen can receive in this state. And before I tell you about this award, Carol Black has asked, I believe was instructed would be a better word, that I thank all of those present here today, and I see several of them, including Patrick Woody and others, but she's instructed me to thank all of them that participated in making this celebration possible by writing recommendations and other things they did. she specifically asked me to give special thanks to Brian Edwards, who worked tirelessly on this, as he does on everything he starts and finishes here in our county. Thank you, Brian. As I stated earlier, the award of the Longleaf Pine is the highest civilian award given any citizen in North Carolina. It's given by the governor, and I've been delegated to make this presentation on his behalf. It is presented to individuals who have a proven record of extraordinary service to the state of North Carolina, contributions to their community, extra efforts in their career, and many years of service to their state, community, and other civic and governmental organizations. Now, these are some of the guidelines by which recipients are selected for this award. Now, this honor is similar to the honors bestowed in other states, such as the Kentucky Colonel, South Carolina's Order of the Palmetto. Now, former recipients in North Carolina include such people as Michael Jordan, Charles Kuralt, Maya Angelou, Reverend Billy Graham, William C. Friday, and Bob Timberlake, and others. I could go on with a large list. At this time, I'd like for Bob and Carol, bring Carol with you, to approach, and I will read the award and present it to you, Bob. Get over here where they can hear me. This is State of North Carolina, Roy Cooper, Governor. Repose in special confidence in the integrity, learning, and zeal of Robert E. Black, Jr. I do by these presents confer the Order of the Longleaf Pine with the rank of Ambassador Extraordinary, privileged to enjoy fully all the rights granted to members of this exalted order, among which is the special privilege to propose the following North Carolina toast in select company anywhere in the free world. Here's to the land of the longleaf pine, the summer land where the sun does shine, where the weak grow strong and the strong grow great. Here's to down home, the old North State. Congratulations.
Well, I asked Bob if he wanted to say a few words. He said no. So that's typical for Bob. We do appreciate your attendance this afternoon. Thank you so much for being here, and we will be adjourned. Thank you. Oh, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them there if you let off you. I'll hush up my mug if you'll fill up my